Just tell me what to do. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have a +1 bonus on the thievery. No, I don't want any of that business. Night training is what I went for. Okay. So, let's go back. Oh, didn't mean to go quite all that way back. Wait, was there more fun to be had in that? Yeah, there was. This is good. Look at me learning a new thing with the help of 1200 legends. Oh, yeah, thank you. After updating these stats, make sure you save. Good shout. I will do that. Remind me again if I don't do that in a minute. Stealth. So, the art of concealment and camouflage, the ability to observe and not be seen, to act and escape the consequences of one's actions. I'm into a bit of stealth. This art is not talked about in polite society, but everyone knows the value of a good spy, and some know the importance of a suitable murder. The higher your skill, the less noise you make when sneaking, and the harder it will be for enemies to see and detect you. You will also find it easier to avoid complications on the move when using fast travel. You gain skill by successfully picking pockets, picking locks, stealthily disposing of enemies, and especially by sneaking near enemies. So I'm absolutely down for a bit of this as we go. Whatever kind of Henry I end up being, there will be stealth. So just be aware of that. I do lean into Noble Henry, and I do love Noble Henry, especially from KCD. The sort of, the Henry we all started with was very much a man of honour. But I do love that you can take him down some different roads. So there will be stealth. So you walk through the undergrowth with the lightness of a breeze and the agility of a snake. You'll make 50% beep. Sorry, someone mentioned percentages and I flatlined. You'll make 50% less noise when moving in bushes. Okay, that's a stat I can get on board with. I think that's going to be the one. One way or another, I'm going to find you. Well done, Wars. You never let me down. One way or another, I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you, going to beat you, going to one way or the other. If an opponent defends against your attempt to stun or stealth kill them, they will suffer penalties to their stats. This will make it easier for you to defeat them. Conventionally, the effect lasts for 20 seconds. That is quite tempting, but I think the Bushman thing sounds fun. I like the idea of having the lightness of a breeze and the agility of a snake. It's got to be that one, right? Quick consensus in chat. Not that I'll listen, because I know you will know what I'm going to do anyway, but let's just hear what you would do, just for shits and giggles. I've no idea what that little dancing dinosaur thing is, but I'm assuming it's something to do with singing. Thank you, Sir Noble Troll. Thank you, Angelic Cabbage. Thank you, Bradar. Thank you again, Sir Noble Troll, and Polar Pandy and the Machine. Thank you all. Thank you, Wiccan Vale. Yeah, Bushman. Everyone's saying Bushman. Good. Tom, you should sing more. Let's see how we go. We'll when you sing the dinos dance. That's tempting. But I've got a game to play. There will be more. I'm a Bushman, everyone. Don't be jealous. Okay. I'm enjoying this. Oops, sorry, everyone. I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. Because I do find the inventory highly overwhelming. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. So I forget how we knew that there were all these perks to be had. But I'm thrilled that I'm now understanding perks. I didn't know what everyone was on about before. So here we have warfare. Your overall skill as a warrior, reflecting your knowledge of combat and all matters regarding war, your ability to navigate battlefields, the experience gained in countless skirmishes, and your growing skill in handling weapons. The higher your warfare skill, the faster your attacks will be, and the harder it will be for your opponents to read your intentions and parry your attacks. Yes, please. I need as much of this as you've got to give me. Your weapons will also take less damage during combat. Good. Your warfare level will increase as you improve your skills with individual weapons or unarmed combat. Okay, that's going to be hard to beat. Swords, the skill of fighting with swords and similar weapons. Sword-like weapons are agile and allow you to hit your opponent accurately and quickly, as well as to effectively defend against incoming attacks. Long swords also give you the advantage of a longer reach. The biggest advantage of these weapons is that they're usually ineffective against heavily armed foes. Our biggest disadvantage. I didn't understand that sentence. That does not sound like an advantage to me. The higher your swordsmanship skill, the faster your attacks will be, the more damage they will do, and the harder it will be for your opponents to block them. Swordsmanship experience is gained primarily by fighting using the appropriate weapons. Sword-like weapons, including hunting swords, short swords, long swords, and sabers. All right. So, quick question. Wait, let's go with war. I will go back to the others, but oh my god. Keep forgetting how many little sub-clauses there are to this whole thing. All right, so yeah, quick question, which I want to ask first. Can I just get on this menu? How do I get back again? Not that menu. Oh, Jesus, how do I get back again? Ugh, keep forgetting how to get back. That's annoying. Okay, let's just get into this. Warfare. Your overall skill as a warrior, reflecting your knowledge of combat and all matters regarding war, your ability to navigate battlefields experience. Yeah, we've just done this. Okay. So evade. No, the only ones that are available to me are head protection and steadfast. What's that? As has been said many times before, it's important to tie your opponent in battle and to retain enough strength to defeat him. This skill will help you to parry even powerful blows with ease. Blocks will cost you 20% less. Beep. Someone mentioned percentages. 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower by blocking. I mean, I literally, maths was not my thing at school. Mention a number and you'll be losing me. Mention a percentage and you've lost me. So, bye, steadfast. Okay. Yeah, I want to learn head protection, even though I didn't really give it the time that it probably deserved. All right. Forgive me, everyone. I'm just getting familiar with all this because there's so much to it. Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting where... We didn't do this, did we? Survival. Knowledge of the beauties, laws, and dangers of the world beyond the stone walls of human settlements unites royal huntsmen and the humblest wanderers alike. Fuck me, this is so detailed. It's just incredible. Maths are fun. You're right. I'm not dissing maths. I'm just saying I'm not very good at it. You're an accountant that's bad at maths. Death professor. Well done. All right, so the higher your skill, the easier it will be to hunt wild game and obtain more meat from it. Gathering herbs will also be quicker. Yes! And using fast travel will make it easier for you to escape ambushes and other pitfalls. This is so much information. I'm just... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Survival on the poacher's trail. Poaching is a dangerous trade, and the quest for rare herbs can be too. Yeah, I know. Well, it hasn't been dangerous yet. It's actually been very therapeutic. It's therefore necessary to know how to monetize your time and effort appropriately. Fuck yes, it is. That's something I've not managed to do. You can sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Okay, Wanderer. I'm definitely a Wanderer, Henry, that's for sure. A wanderer often cannot choose where to lay his head and must take whatever is available. You and your many journeys have long been accustomed to discomfort. It's enough to keep your feet warm and your body dry. The quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is, but at most this perk will improve the quality of a bed to 50%. On higher quality beds, the perk will have no effect. All right, we'll take that. Okay. I don't. One thing I'm not clear on is whether you have a sort of... Given that these perks are available, whether I'm sort of using up... Like, here's my question, right? So, according to that, I can do swords, heavy weapons, polearms, and unarmed, right? So, am I, like, using something up? Oh, yeah, the perk points. All right, I'm learning. I'm using my perk points. Thank you, Felidea. Thank you, Mimecore. Okay, good. So I realise that I'm now just choosing things that I don't actually want, but that's fine. That's all part of learning. So let's stick with swords because I think we could probably do with some, and then I think we might leave it because 275 perks in total. I've got 8 perk points. The number, help me out here. So the number with the star above it says 1. The next number says 7. Is 7 the amount of perk points? Yeah, sorry. Someone says speak slower. Can you just follow me around in my life, Spicy Chaos Gaming, and say that to me all the time? Because I speak incredibly quickly. And do you know something? I don't know that I'm doing it until it is pointed out to me. So you chat are always welcome to call me out on that. 7 is the number of perk points. Great. So essentially I can buy 1 more or use 1 more, whatever you want to call it. How am I doing on the speed of my talking? Interesting that when I try and slow down, I also go lower in tone and start to sound like a late night radio DJ. Thank you for coming to... Sorry, Hanif is in my ear trying to educate me on perk points. And I'm too busy being a late night radio DJ. Yes, I've got 8 left and there's 7 there. So I'm just going to go with that. Thank you, Hanif. Opening strike. The first strike, so those are both 7, whichever one I choose. Is that right? Someone says they work at a courthouse and I would be a nightmare for court reporters. Yeah, I would be, wouldn't I? So the witnesses just described that this is happening in their life and they want to get out of there. Annotate that if you can, Mr. Court Reporter. Someone left me a message the other day. I don't know if any of you use WhatsApp, but you can speed messages up to like 1.5 or 2. So if someone leaves you a long message and you haven't got the bandwidth, you can just speed through it. And they said that I was the only person that they don't speed the messages up because they already sound like they're on 1.5. I took it as a compliment. I don't know that it was meant as one. So, opening strike. The first strike doesn't have to be the final one. Instead, your intention may be to prepare your opponent, especially if he's armoured, so that you can strike a powerful blow later. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone, i.e. a zone your opponent isn't blocking from, it will be more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attacks. That sounds appealing. I'm just taking from that the start of a fight will be easier. That's my takeaway. Precise strike. Fortune favours the bold. That's certainly true, but it often favours the prudent too. And when it comes to sword fighting, you can be prudent and not rush your attack unnecessarily. Yes, I need to slow down in my speech as well as my fighting. With a fully charged sword attack, your sword fighting skill will count 3 higher. So your attack will not only be stronger, but will also be harder to parry. Ooh. What do you think, everyone? Well, I know what I think, but I'm not going to say it because then you'll all just say, do what you want to do. Will we come to the US for a convention? I hope so. We haven't got any booked in yet. Anyone? Anyone want to give a shout out for opening strike or precise strike? Pretty split, actually, looking at that. Yeah, opening. Opening seems to be... It's pretty split. I was going to go with opening, so let's go with that. Okay. All right. Why have I got 7 of... okay, I was wrong. So, I see. Yeah, that's what someone was saying. I didn't understand. Now everyone's saying precise, but it's too late. I see. So there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. What does the 7 refer to then? 7 is your level. Oh. Okay. So I've got 7 perk points, so I can keep going. For a non-native English speaker, you are definitely a challenge. Honestly, I think I'm probably a challenge on all levels for native English speakers, non-native English speakers. I think I'm just generally a challenging human being. I do apologise to everyone for that. Okay, we've spent a lot of time in here, but I am quite enjoying the lesson. I'm not going to lie. What's it going to be? So perhaps there's an argument for just hanging on to some... I mean, what's the downside to just using all your perk points? Use up all your skill points. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. No downside. Let's just do it. I'm a gambler. Let's go for it. Let's have a look. Did we do this? I can't even remember now. No, we didn't do these, did we? Heavy weapons. The art of fighting with heavy weapons. These are characterized by devastating attacks and due to their penetration power are suitable for combat against armored opponents. However, they offer little defense and martial experience suggests combining them with shields. Yeah, I think I'd need to. And your own quality armor. The higher your skill with heavy weapons, the faster your attacks will be, inflicting more damage and making it harder for your opponent to defend against them. You gain experience primarily through combat with the respective weapons. Heavy weapons include clubs, maces, axes, and warhammers. I did quite enjoy... We did... there was a few times when in performance capture when I had to pretend to have a mace, and I definitely enjoyed that a lot. Not very often, sadly, because usually, this is quite an interesting thing, often in terms of like physical poses, they'd say... I'd be like, how am I standing? What am I holding? Often it would be a sword. But sometimes they'd be like, you have to stand in a neutral way because you might be holding something or you might not. So there was a sort of general physical neutrality that was like, I might just be hanging out or I might have a mace in my hand. Which is not as easy as it sounds to like stand as both a mace holder and a non-mace holder. See, it's hard being an actor. For those that weren't here earlier, This was the first one on the shelf. There it is, catching the light beautifully. So it was definitely a stream day. Thank you also to those of you who have started calling this Tom's Day. And, you know, the rate we're going, I'm not in any hurry. This is going to be a long old playthrough. It might take us a year. Who knows? I don't care if it does. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I'm sort of thrilled that this is becoming Tom's Day. Thursday feels like a good day for this. It's like we're getting through the week. The weekend is in sight. There's fun to be had. It feels okay to take a bit of time out. To me, I don't know about you. So I'm very much enjoying the choice of Thursday, and I'm very much enjoying that. Wow, there's like 1,300 of you here now, so I'm hoping that you're enjoying it too. Okay, did I even get to the end? He gets sidetracked very easily, this one. Yeah, we did get to the end because I was talking about maces. So shield breaker. If the opponent hides behind a shield, you have no problem smashing that first, and then the poor guy behind it, unless he runs away first. That's fine, I'll run after him. Your heavy weapon attacks will be harder for opponents to block with a shield. Additionally, it will take less time to completely destroy an opponent's shield with your blows. I am never, ever going to hold on to this amount of information, gang. So, yeah, ADHD moment. The whole stream is an ADHD moment. I don't have a diagnosis, but I basically do from all of you. We're creatives. We're all supposed to be neurodiverse, right? It's good. It's what makes us who we are. Sundering Blow. Heavy weapons are most suitable for fighting armoured enemies, and in the hands of a skilled warrior, the best armour or plate can't stop them. When you hit an enemy with a heavy weapon, their armour will count as 10 lower. I didn't really absorb any of that information. Let's just go with that one. Okay. 6 perk points left. I hope everyone's all right with this like absolute detour into the world of perks. But this is definitely my education for the day. Let's get some strength on board. Wait, what's main level? Titles don't honour the I've read this before. Charming man. I'm not even going to read it. I'm having it. Now I'm going to read it. Mum always said you should do one good deed every day. My mum didn't say that. My mum is a very good woman. She would have said that. You carry that mother's wisdom in your heart, and that's why you often carry it in the palm of your hand. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. We're back to percentages. It's fine. I'm a charming man now. I've done it. Okay. Speech. I need a bit of speech. Like, in life, I'm a talker. Surprising absolutely none of you. So let's get some speech on board. Although the glory of wars is great, history ultimately and rightfully values those who ruled not by the sword, but by the mind. And the tool of the mind is the word. Speech and rhetorical skills will assist you most in conversations. I'm definitely down for talking my way out of a problem because I know that it works. Because I've spent enough time doing voiceover, doing branch dialogue, where the kind of skill of talking your way out of a situation was often the best, as far as I could tell. So that is something I'm going to be employing. The higher your level, the more likely you are to succeed in skill checks, which will aid you in your adventures, save you time, or help you gain greater rewards. As for money, your speech, which is something I really need right now because I forget how many groschen I've got, but it's not very many. As for money, your speech will also make haggling easier. Yes, please. I'm a shit haggler, as we know. You gain experience primarily through conversations and using skill checks in them. Also, reading books will enrich your vocabulary and improve your rhetorical skills and argumentation. Yes, I'm down for that. That is like classic Tom meets Henry vibes. Little moment to say thank you, Lady Friendzone, and thank you, Full Mental G. Thank you, Angelic Cabbage and Sleepy Cerberus and Saber Crusher. Thank you, Little Farmer Gosling. Hello. I think that's the first sighting of your lovely name I've seen today. Thank you, Felidea. Thank you, Mimecore. And Angelic Cabbage and Noble Troll and Bradar again. And to Noble Troll and Polar Pandy and the Machine. Forgive me, I think I might have done those already, but again, I don't care because thank you very much. Silver Tongue, yeah. Martin would be proud. Martin would be proud, wouldn't he? Talk your way out of a problem, don't use your fists. So what would Martin advise me? You can be collective Martin, 1,200 Martins in one room. Quality speaks for itself, but you still know how to help it along. When selling weapons, armour or clothing that are in near perfect or perfect condition, you'll gain 10% more money for them. Percentages. Silver Tongue, they say silence is golden, but for you, it's usually the opposite. You get a +4 speech bonus when haggling, make it easier to negotiate better prices. It's got to be that one, right? Silver Tongue. Yeah, all the way. Let's have a bit of that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So 4 perk points left. Did we do strength? No, we didn't. The medieval world valued physical fitness and strength above all. Superhuman strength was often attributed to great kings and is the... When you look at some of those portraits of those old kings, they don't look like they had superhuman strength. They just like they had really big armies to look after them. But yeah, I guess, you know, they probably got to describe what superhuman strength entailed, because if you crossed them, they would cut your head off. Anyway, I digress. Superhuman strength was often attributed to great kings and is the most common attribute of heroes such as Samson, Heracles, Gawain, Siegfried, Beowulf, and the Bohemian Bevoge. Can't say that word. This is basically what it was like in voiceover, that I'd be like, meh, 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 Bevoge, and then the brilliant, intelligent Czech speakers in my ear would be like, it's Bevoy, or whatever it is. I don't know. They're not here now. Hanif, you don't speak Czech. So the person I have in my ear today is from Dagenham, which is nowhere near Bohemia, so I don't think I'll be getting any help there. Strength and its level mainly affects your weapon control and the damage you inflict using melee attacks, as well as the power of your unarmed attacks. It also increases your carrying capacity, allows you to fully draw powerful bows, and make it easier to move and fight in heavy armour. Experience is primarily gained through combat. If you use weapons that require higher strength levels, you'll gain more experience. Okay. Hardworking lads. I'm really enjoying the titles because I feel like this is a lot of information and they've done a really good job of essentially summarising it. Because you're like, do I want to be a hardworking lad? Do I want to train hard and fight easy? Yes. There's another one of those I can see. Train hard, fight easy too. You grew up in a forge where hard work was never in short supply. True story, I did. And you find a certain satisfaction in it. If you carry a sack, when you carry a sack with my boss, or even a dead or unconscious body, I've already got form there, the weight only counts as a half, therefore they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. Great, I'm down for that. I think that's going to be the one, but let's see. When Sir Radzig took you into his service, the first thing he did was send you to train under Master Bernard. You still remember the beating he gave you? I do still remember that. The required strength level for all weapons is lowered by 1. Generally, if your strength level is lower than the weapon requires, you'll do less damage with it. On the other hand, if it's higher, you'll do slightly more damage with it. With this perk, you'll arrive at this point sooner. Strength also affects how well you can draw a bow and hold it drawn. Whew, okay, I really thought I was going to be a hard-working lad. But actually, given that that's going to help me with the weapons, which I really need all the help I can get, it's going to have to be that one. 3 perk points left, everybody. We're getting there. I'll get there with these controls very slowly. No, not that. I think we could do with a bit of help unarmed, don't you? The art of ringen and unarmed combat, whether it's tavern brawl or knowledge, because we go back to that wrestling fellow and have a go maybe later if we level this up. After all, it's not always necessary to draw steel and shed blood, as a well-aimed punch can usually cool most heads. A true master is able to stand against an unarmed opponent. The higher your skill, the more powerful and faster will be your attacks, and the harder it will be to defend against them. You gain unarmed experience, unsurprisingly, by fighting without a weapon. All right. Belligerent brawler. Yes, I'm not even going to read it. I want to be a belligerent brawler today. 2 perk points left. I haven't spent a lot of time in 1403 Bohemia, at least not as a real person. I've spent much time there as an imaginary person called Henry Iscalitz. But I don't think I'm going to run into that many polearms. So I'm backing off from that one and going back here because there was agility. That was what I was after. Deft hands or featherweight. I was a really skinny kid and I always wanted to be a featherweight boxer because I was like, there was nothing of me. I was literally like a twig. I mean, kind of still am a little bit, but just with a lot more fat on me. Fat twig. Can I call myself a fat twig? It's fine, I'm calling myself a fat twig. Agility. Although it does not have the same prominence as strength, agility is also a common trait of famous warriors such as Achilles, Lancelot, Roland, and Robin Hood. As your level of agility increases, your melee weapon attacks will cost less stamina and be somewhat faster, as will drawing a bow. I know I'm going 1,000 miles an hour here, but that's just because I don't know how interesting this is to you. Where did I get to? Your movement will also be quicker. You will suffer less damage from falls, perform better at stealth, handle heavy armor more effectively, and your dodges in combat will be generally more effective and easier to execute. You gain experience through stealth and primarily through combat, especially if you use weapons that require high levels of agility. This is so much information, I'm just not going to remember it, so there's no point in dwelling too long for this. Thank you so much, TV Ghostin. That's very generous. Thank you, Wiccan Bale and Queelfane and Plot122 and Sharks Pren and Fletcher the Warlock as always and Full Mental IG. So, you wield weapons with ease and naturalness as if you've done nothing else since childhood. Good, that sounds fun. The required agility level for all weapons is lowered by 1, blah, blah, blah. Featherweight. Knowing how to fall is a useful skill to have, and seeing how often life knocks you down, you've managed to pick up the art rather quickly. Even though there's a percentage in here, I'm going for it, because I just like the idea of being a featherweight. Because sometimes the little ones are the most dangerous and the most clever and the most wily, and I like that. I liked that as a little kid. As someone who was a little kid, I'm going to go with that. Never underestimate the little ones. That's my advice to you all for today. I'm sure you don't anyway. Okay, so one available perk point left. I think we might have to go back to polearms, which I'll go on then. Wooden shafts take a beating in battle, so it's a good idea not to skimp on this part of the weapon. Okay, you don't want to find yourself in the middle of a battle with a broken pole in your hand. Okay, or keep your distance. One of the main advantages of polearms is their long range, therefore it's of utmost importance to keep the opponent at the right distance. Blocking while using a polearm will be easier, more effective, and will cost you less stamina. Listen, I can just about handle a sword. I know what's going to happen when I get a polearm in my hand, so I think keeping my distance is definitely going to help. All right, gang, we've used all our perk points. Thank you for taking me by the hand through all that. Polearms are trash. Well, now you tell me. No one likes the polearms. I never used a polearm. I don't think I'm going to be, so maybe I'll just waste. Yes, thank you for reminding me to save. Let's do that. Okay. So, well done. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I'd gone through all that and then got bashed around the head and honestly, I think I'd have cancelled the stream. Thank you, Purple Panda. Thank you, Killigan. God, can you imagine? I'd have gone absolutely mad. It's going to take a while to load all those perks, or not. God, it feels like a while since we were here, doesn't it? Almost forgotten. So we're after Mutt, just to bring those up to speed who weren't here. We're after Mutt. We spent quite a long time sorting out perks, but that's good because now I vaguely know how to do it. So that's a level up for Tom McKay in his KCD journey. There's going to be some bad news in here, isn't there? Just know it. I know there's going to be a problem in here. Let's just remind ourselves how we fight. Oh, not whistle. And how we... Yeah, I know I'm making myself tired, but I just need to remember how to fight. Block, hit, run. Great. Yeah, take a minute, Henry. That's so fun. I can remember hours of just going... That sounded a little bit more suspicious than it was meant to. But many hours of deep breathing in the Warhorse booth. Come on then, Henry. Let's get a move on. I know it's going to make you tired, but... okay. Let's put that away. How do I take it out? Oh yeah, fine. This is good. This is good. I just need to remember these things because at some point someone's going to run out of the bushes and no doubt try and do the dirty. Probably that woman that stole all my money at Farkle. I didn't trust her one bit. But how nice is this? Well, I have actually spent not as much time as I would like, but a fair amount of time in the sort of Czech countryside in my many trips to Prague. And it's so beautiful. The English countryside is pretty beautiful, but the Czech countryside is especially so. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked. Is this any good to us? No, it's just a stream. Should we watch the stream for a bit? But the thing is, it's so realistic, it'll fuck my boots up, won't it? So I'm not going to do that. Nothing like those Central European forests, says chat. This will happen, by the way. I'll just be walking along through the forest and I'll just zone out and talk to you lot. Probably walking... Oh, I'm walking some trouble. Here we go. Yeah.
Give me your money.
Fuck off. I'm not getting involved. Sorry. I know that's not very noble, but maybe I'll just crouch through the stream. Oh, I can go this way, maybe. I mean, it's not exactly the way I need to be going for mutt, but I don't really want to get involved in that shit. Although, I don't know. Well, there's no bunny to speak of. I'm going to have to go that way, aren't I? Because otherwise I'll never get to mutt. Today's exercise, I've completely forgotten about Francie and Bensel. It's all about mutt now. I don't like the look of this. So has he just robbed him and now he's like walking him away? There's a bridge. I really love it when the like sedate music sits alongside someone that I think is a looting bandit. Oh, there's drama ahead. Oh wait, is this? Oh shit! Oh shit! Get across. Hi guys, sorry, I'm not going to help your boss. I'm really sorry about that. I know. It is unbelievable. I'm not getting involved either. They're not doing anything either. So, okay, so that was annoying because. I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else. Yeah, me too. Didn't sound very sincere, did he? Hi, you seem quite peaceful. What's going on?
Good day to you.
You too. Are they? What, the bandits?
Getting any bites?
Bah! Don't get me started. No luck today. And again, I've never been much of a fisherman. Crayfish.
Oh, hello, Luke Dale Live.
That's another story.
Is that? So I thought last time Luke was here. It is Luke. So I thought Luke was here last time. Yeah, Luke, do help me, please. Thank you, Luke Dale Live. Hello, old friends. So I just avoided some bandits. Thanks for coming by. I learnt how to level up. Got me some perks. I'm glad you're here. Luke and Tom on stream, sort of, not in the way we'd like, but in the way that we'll have to do for now, given that we live in different countries. So let's bring Luke up to speed. We're perked up to the hilt. We spent all our perk points. We didn't steal a horse, so that was good. What else did we do, gang? We didn't help a stranger, and now we're talking to a random about mosquitoes. But we're looking for mutt. And I can see you said, Tom, you need mutt. Mutt's priority number one. Also, you're a peasant. Never forget that. I will never forget that. You know, like, life fully imitating art. I am a peasant. Oh, we lost at Farkle. Someone remind us. Yeah, we lost at Farkle, but actually, help me out here, chap. Those that have been here for the whole thing. I don't think I've ever lost at Farkle, but she had 2 purple dice. So you know what kind of person she was. So that was bullshit. Okay, stay with us, Luke. We're going to see what this guy's got to say. Where'd you catch crayfish?
Where's the best place to catch some crayfish?
I learned fisherman.
The other side of the pond.
Oh, also, Luke, I don't know if you were here for this. I'm gonna see if they do a hands, but that was literally the first can on the shelf. So if that wasn't fate, I don't know what was.
It's a shallow spot. They like it there. Not only is there a lot of them.
Oh, we also had a very, very long but beautiful story, read beautifully by the amazing Alex Monteiro, who I don't know if he's still here, but that was very fun. So we've had quite a few random moments, and I think we might be about to have an even more random one because we're talking about crayfish.
Sometimes you find these greenish, bluish ones. Something in between.
Is he all right, this guy?
My God, I've never had a tastier crayfish.
I feel like crayfish is a euphemism. I think he's talking about drugs, looking at his eyes. But yeah, let's talk about crayfish. I'm not sure this guy's okay. Why fish at all then?
If you're so bad at it, why do you fish at all?
That's not the point. See how beautiful is here? It puts one's mind at ease.
Well, best of luck.
This man has been to a lot of festivals.
Thank you. Farewell.
Wearing that hat. Thank you. I have no idea what good that information is going to be to me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Here's the little bunny. I mean, surely, is that in any way going to come back to help me? Thank you. Oh, hang on. Thank you, Natbat. Thank you, Dusty Fedora, as always. Thank you, Polar Pandy, as always. Thank you, Cynthia B92, as always, and Angelic Cabbage, as always. Yeah, let's get... Wait, let's have a quick look. I'm just going to see how far away we are from Mutt. Oh, not that far. That was Mutt, wasn't it? Yeah. Find the axe from the story? Absolutely not. I've got no interest in finding that. Maybe I will. It's me. I'll get sidetracked. Of course I will. Curiosity will get the better of me, no doubt. But wait, did I mess that up? Because that A is now prominent, and I don't. I want to do that, just to be clear, not the other A. That's me talking to the compass, by the way. Thank you, Fletcher the Warlock. Does the compass talk back? If not, why not? Luke, if you're still here, I don't know if you know this, but Thistle is my thing. And I actually was in the park the other day, and there was a lot of, like, literally it looks like this, only slightly less good, because obviously Warhorse World looks better, but and I actually had a sort of very meta moment where I was like, I'm in the game. Hanif asks if I made it home. No, of course not. Of course not. And he's now asking me if I punched any cows. I did not punch any cows, I will say. Comfrey! Someone said get some comfrey, right? Someone's saying Luke loves a thistle too. Yeah, someone's saying I haven't picked any herbs today. Well, now I have. We'll have some chamomile. We'll just get what we can. You're right, absolutely. I've neglected the herbs. I think... Oh, I meant to get the comfrey. Well, I'm going to get a lot of that because I seem to remember someone saying that was going to be useful to me. And I also actually remember that a lot from voiceover alchemy. Comfrey definitely featured quite heavily. Comfrey and chamomile and marigold I seem to remember being the sort of key players. Anyway, Mutz, where are you? Oh dear. This will come to no good. I can't be that far away. Oh. Wait, quick question, chat. So the sort of paler green A, which is sitting directly above the west sign on compass, is the fucking axe that I'm not interested in, right? Excuse my French. Whereas the other, that A, is Mutt. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, someone's saying untrack the X, but I actually don't know how I did track the axe rather. To journal. Doesn't want to do anything. There's nothing at the bottom. Oh, there we go. Untrack quest. Great. Well done, everyone. Oh no, I've untracked Wedding Crashers. I didn't mean to do that. I want to untrack this guy. There we go. Fine. All right. Cool. Thank you. Look at me picking up skills left, right, and centre. I mean, very slowly, but you know, it's still happening. Let's get out of here. This is what I'm after. I'm after Mutt. Oh, hi. Are they good or bad? I mean, in the real world, I'm not sure I'd pick that, but... Lepiota. I have no recollection of ever saying that word in voiceover, so I'm pretty sure this is a waste of time. But you know me. If I see it, I'll pick it. Really, I always find it really disappointing that you can't pick the blue ones. They're so tempting. Look at all this loveliness. Come on, Henry. Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay. This feels vaguely promising. Not too deep, Henry. You know what happens.
Never again. I'll tried
Swimming
swimming
once.
once.
And how did that end up? I discovered a fishing spot.
Nice place. Too bad I never learned to fish.
So many of these little lines to yourself that were some of my favourite to do because they're so random. Things like that where there's no context when you get to them in voiceover. It's just like some random bits that you generally often would do at the end of a session. They're just like little pickups from... So wait. Is this... I'm stuck, guys. Let's just check the map quickly. Oh, okay, I'm on the wrong side of the river. That's annoying. Alright, what are those eggs? Those weird little eggs. Okay, so I guess I've got to go around this way, I think, and then just track around the side of the water. I've just got a bad feeling about this place, but fine. I do want to find Mutt pretty badly, so... Is this the way? Is that can't be that dude, surely. Thank you, Fletcher the Warlock, and Polar Pandy, and Nat Bats, and Dusty Fedora, and Cynthia again. And Angelic Cabbage. Probably I can't go around that way. I have to go around here, no doubt. It's so realistic and so beautiful, but also so annoying because I actually can't find them up. I think I'm nearly there. Come on, Henry. It didn't look like it was this far on the map, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, hi. Okay, this doesn't look good.
What the fuck is this supposed to...
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
Okay, I'm just
Are you deaf or do this?
I'm shit at combat is what I am.
Now you're
Never
going
again.
to get
Oh
it.
fuck. Okay, wait. No. Why don't save and quit? Okay, I'm being told not to do that, and I'm going to go with it. But if I die, which is, I just need to run. I need to get the fuck out of here. Okay, get ready, everyone. Let's go. See you later.
How did that end up?
How do I get? Wait. How do I get my sword out again? Square. But I can't fight. I'm so shit at combat. Fuck it. I'm running. Ah, not that. It's too realistic for me at this. I was so happy. I thought I got there. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna run. So was he the person that had information about Mutt? But instead. You're overloaded. You can't run or jump. Ah! Ah! I'm just going to fight him, aren't I? Okay. I suck.
Wait, now
thought-
you're
I
going
surrender.
to get it. Stick that up, Ross. Now I'm going to kill you.
What? What? No, mate.
Wanker.
No, you're the wanker. Oh, God, I just can't fucking remember how to do the combat. It's so annoying. Ah! I literally can't remember how to fight. Come on, Henry. Come on, Henry. Okay, let's go. We literally... Okay, I've got him on the box. Oh, Henry! Fucking combat. Excuse my French. So annoying. Wait, where's that going to take me back to? No, it's bloody miles ago, wasn't it? Where did we save it, everyone? All right. What happened there? So Hanif is helping me out a bit here, and I'm going to ask chat to do the same. So wait, let me one second, everyone. God, it's really really stressed. Excuse my French, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm not someone that likes to swear, but this game is making me swear quite a lot. No, I'm miles away. I'm absolutely miles away still. Look, I'm back at Takov. That is really annoying. That is really annoying. All right, I think I'm gonna have to take a little break. I really thought I was gonna find Mutt today. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna take a little break. Hang on one sec, everyone. What's going on here? I'm perked up, at least, aren't I? Yeah, I'm perked up. Okay, actually, it wasn't that bad. I remember now. The reason I was frustrated was because when we left Takov, we did all the leveling up, and that's what took so long. And in my mind's eye, for a minute there, I was like, I have to go back and do all that. But because of genius chat, always saving my arse, we saved. So actually, it wasn't that far, and I do sort of know the way now. I'm going to ask you one thing before I go back, right? Before I go for a break. If I go back, now that I've very vaguely remembered even which button to press to fight, do you reckon I can beat that bloke? And is it worth it to find Mutt? Yes or no? Yes, you can fight him. Hanif says, yes, you can do it, Henry, and you're saying the same. All right, then. So when we come back, I'm going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to come back, and we're going to find our way exactly back to that guy, and we're going to beat the shit out of him. And hopefully that's going to help me find Mutt. I'm not sure that, like, casual violence like that, but there seems to be a logic in there. So go and get yourself some water, take a little break, and I will see you back here in 10 minutes for some casual violence. Hello. We're back. And I've done my usual cheeky thing of getting back in the chair and then having a little sneaky read of chat. I quite like to see what goes on in my absence. And it turns out the good people of Illinois have totally taken over the world today, or at least the world of this chat. That's a very interesting and unexpected and very lovely thing. Midwesterners in the house today. I've never been to Illinois. It's somewhere I'd love to go. Any Canadians? Ask someone in Indiana. I'm trying to think what time. If you're in Illinois, I'm going to guess the time is, what are we now? It's like 4 o'clock in the UK. So I'm going to guess maybe like 10 in the morning, maybe 9 in the morning. So I'm thrilled that you're all here. Thrilled that everyone's here. Chicago, lots of Americans in the house today. Tom is silently reading the chat. Tom is always silently reading the chat, even when I'm pretending to play the game. So welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, as always. Thank you, Smith Smeggy Smegma. I'm not sure I should be saying that out loud. Also, I meant to say at the beginning, so a lot of people have been asking me about cameos and stuff, and whether I do videos and that sort of stuff in like birthday videos. The answer is yes, I do. So I'll ask the mods, maybe the brilliant mods can, I don't know, throw that into... Oh, there it is. I've done it. Thank you, guys. So, yes, I absolutely do cameos, and I'm really enjoying doing them. I haven't been doing them for that long, couple of months. I guess a couple of months after the game came out, I started doing them. So they're super fun. So, yeah, absolutely down to do those. If anyone's got any birthday shout-outs or weddings or just general live chat, whatever. I really like doing them, because often people put quite a lot of detail in them, and I'm very happy to sort of respond to that detail. So if you do want one, just feel free to put whatever detail you want. Will we be going to MCM Comic Con London? I don't know, actually. We'll get back to you on that. Please come to Dragon Con. We would love to. Someone says their birthday isn't on a Tom's Day. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll find a year where I stream every day and then everyone gets to have their birthday on a stream day. Yeah, if anyone's into that. Thank you, Terrible Simon. Hello, Terrible Simon. Nice to see you. And oh yes, thank you. So, general tip for the game: save right before you reach a quest marker. Yes, these are the tips that I'm here for. So what I'm loving about this more and more, actually, this is the first stream I would say where I felt like really hand in hand with chat. I mean, you've been helpful all the way through, but like particularly as it's getting harder and things like the perks, which I just didn't understand, it's definitely getting a lot easier. So thank you for that. I will do that. So what we're going to do, here's the plan. I think I'm going to do about another hour and a half, maybe a bit more. We'll see how we're going. Definitely another hour anyway. And what I want to do, because I've now got the bit between my teeth to find mutt. I don't know if it's going to happen today, but my intention is to make it happen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back. I'm going to find that. I'm going to try not to swear. I'm going to go and find that gentleman in the woods. I'm going to save right before that happens. When I panic because of the combat, you will need to shout as loud as you can in chat to be like, save the shit out of the game. And I'll do that, and then I'll fight him, and I'll probably lose a couple of times, but eventually I'll win, and then I'll keep going. I'm assuming I don't just immediately. I'm assuming Mutt just doesn't like wander out of the bushes at that point. I'm assuming there's going to be more to be had and perhaps fought after that. So stay with me. Keep the tips coming. Just making sure. Oh, thank you, Angelic Cabbage. Thank you, Just Vibin. Find Mutt. It's a long quest. Okay, let's go. So apologies for those that are now going to have to watch me just run through the woods. Although it's quite fun. I know you're probably going to tell me to put the sword away, and I know I don't really need it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to have a little and a little. Yeah, I might just keep doing that every so often. A little and a little. Yeah, just keep the practice going. It's the Henry School of Combat. And I might just let's have a look at the inventory. Maybe let's get a shield going. How do I? So I've got it. How do I? I'm just. So wait, what are you doing, Tom? Right, so I'm going to put that in there. That's my sword. And now, do I have my shield? So I go... and now how do I get my shield out? Help me out, chat. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry. Wait. Oh, Tom, what are you doing? Okay, here we go. So this is me hitting someone with a sword, everyone. This is me using... Oh, no. Oh, right. Oh, wait. So I see. He's getting there, chat. Very slowly but surely. He's got a shield. He's got a sword. Check me out. He's perked up to the absolute nines. He's got a sword and a shield. He's not even going to think about hand cannons or crossbows or any of that shit yet. He's just going to keep it old school and go and find a vagabond to go. And that's what I'm going to do. Bit of this. Oh. Yeah, I'm practicing. Stop moaning, Henry. Okay. Is this the pond already? I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it's calling itself a pond. I think it's more of a lake. But someone's asking about what clothes I'm wearing. Honestly, don't worry about it at the minute. What I look like is the least of my concerns. I realised that the clothes... Oh, hi. You weren't here last time. Follow the warthog, or the boar, or whatever it is. That, and that. Oh, God. It was miles, wasn't it? I had to go past the guys fighting, and then past the horses, and the people doing nothing, and the guy that bangs on about crayfish. Don't forget to tell me to say scum, everyone. Otherwise, you're going to have to just do this with me all day long. But we're in this together, right? This is what it's all about. And if you get too near me, Warthog, you're going to regret it. That's John Kamer, everyone. Genius John Kamer. Who... Oh. Sorry, guys. I was actually trying to jump and I whistled. Just let you know where I am. John Kamer is the you all know this, you've heard me say it before, amazing Irishman who is a fluent Czech speaker, he does amazing translation and also brilliant acting. I'll kill you! That's him. Excellent actor, excellent translator, excellent man. But we're not going to dwell on that for too long now because there's 2 red bunnies in my sights. And See, John Comer, that's what happens when I get distracted by you. I get bunny. Oh, okay, we didn't come here last time. This is not where I meant to be. Hi.
You want to try me? Come on.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you get him. Thanks. Wow, this is nice. I didn't know this was a room with a view. I might just check in and have a night at the Troskovitz Spa. Yeah, lovely. The music's telling me, hi guys, I'm got some people on my tail. Anyone fancy a bit of Farkle? Sorry, but this looks like Farkle. And hi.
The Lord be with you.
And you.
What do you need?
Play some dice.
Would you like to throw some dice?
Sorry, everyone. I know we set out to find Matt. But look, we've ended up in the Troskovitz retreat for tired peasants, of which I am one. And, you know, who needs a dog when you've got Farkle? Just gonna get rid of the weapons, guys. He seems not to care that I've
Let's play beggars.
that I'm absolutely kitted up to the back teeth. Fortuna! Ooh. Why is... Wait. Why? The orange bunny is presumably because I've got my sword out, so to speak. What? So, okay, am I worrying about this orange bunny or not? No, fuck it. Let's just play some parkour. All right. Yes, and that's it.
Remind me not to play.
So I've got 50, guys. I know I have to let you know I've only got 50. He's got the shitty dice, so we all know how this one ends. Oh, how convenient.
Coming right up.
What a joke. What a joke. How do I call him out on that shit? Why is I know that you're a fucking cheat not one of the options? Sorry, guys. I did say I wasn't going to swear. All right. This is bullshit. I'd win if it was just fair Farkle. I'd be winning. Right.
Are you right in the head? Start off with that red.
I know. Wait. How do I put the sword away again? Wait. Sword away. Does it? Are we worried about the? Oh, so if I do that, that also puts the shield away, right? It just puts everything away. Okay, so Hanif is helpfully telling me that green means it's out, and blue means it's all shit. Yes. I'll tell you what I'm doing. God, they're very needy, aren't they?
Go on, say it. It appalls me to even utter the word.
Oh, I remember you two.
Fuck.
I know you two.
You two talking
They're the
about
singers. George and Michael. So John Comer that I was talking about before. There's so many funny things, but the first time I forget what the names are in Czech. Maybe some of the Czech people here can help me. But I think it's the name of like a famous Czech singer, like George Michael, but not George Michael, and he's translated it to George Michael, which I absolutely love. I'm so here for that gag. Thank you, Natbat. Thank you, Angelic Cabbage. Thank you, Joshua Bin. This is so good. But is this where the song happens, chat? Michael David, the Czech people are telling me. Michal David, or however you say that in Czech. All right, let's see if we can get... Okay, I think Matt's going to have to wait for next week at this rate. There's too much fun to be had. What did they ask me? I'm a worthy person.
I'll have you know you're talking to the right hand of a nobleman, you nobody.
Ooh.
Ah, my profound apologies. I mistook the noble excrement on your shoes for common peasant shit.
Have a drink with us, worthy sir.
That's James Beaumont, and I think it might be James Beaumont's face, sort of. I'll gladly have a drink.
Well,
I'll
why
gladly have
not?
a drink with you two. You're fun.
I'll gladly have a drink. My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Oi, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry.
H-E-N. Whatever.
Whatever.
Ah, any tanner or
Not bad.
bathhouse
3 out of
boy
5
could
ain't
be
bad.
called Henry,